I only have one question in my head right now, and that question is what on earth is happening to Rocket League? This is a game that was largely driven by the community, but over the last several years, it seems that has become less and less of the case. I cannot remember the last thing the community asked for that Rocket League and Epic Games have actually listened to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, on October 10th of 2023, Rocket League announced that player-to-player trading would be removed from the game on December 5th later this year. When I first saw this, I literally had to do a double take, because never in a million years did I actually think that Rocket League would remove one of its core features. Now, my first reaction to this news was that it doesn't really impact me directly, in terms of the feature that is being removed. I don't trade, I have never really traded, so this change doesn't impact me directly, except for the fact that it does. You see, the trading community is a huge part of the Rocket League community overall, so if trading was the main thing that kept these players in the game, which I am willing to think it is, that means that when the feature goes away, there is a very good chance that the entire trading community goes with it, which means less overall support for Rocket League. I have been a proponent of positive thinking for a long time, even going so far as to understand the lack of new features being released, both due to the supposed move to Unreal Engine 5, although we have no evidence that that's still being worked on, and due to the fact that the last feature that Rocket League did implement, which was in-game voice chat, is barely used. Much like many other things the community has asked for, it is used for a little bit and then most players never touch it again. While I have tried my best to give Rocket League the benefit of the doubt in most circumstances, I just can't find any way to do so in this instance. There is no way to spin this decision in such a way that there is a reason for it outside of more money for Epic. If we need further proof of this, we only need to look at the article that accompanied the news. In it, it states, quote, "We're making this change to align with Epic's overall approach to game cosmetics and item shop policies, where items aren't tradable, transferable, or sellable. This opens up future plans for some Rocket League vehicles to come to other Epic games over time, supporting cross-game ownership." The beginning part of this quote really reads as, "Epic believes they should be the sole recipient of financial gain from all movement of items in their games. They don't want to give any power to the players in terms of an aspect of the game." The only part of this quote that piques interest is the end bit where it talks about cross-game ownership, but no one knows what that actually means. Is this a subtle point to the fact that a UE5 version of Rocket League is coming, or are they saying that you will soon be able to own your Rocket League cars in Fortnite? This entire issue comes down to just one thing: communication. Something that has been incredibly absent in Rocket League for a long time. If we remember a while back, before the free-to-play days, Psyonix made a point that they had heard the community's cry for better communication, and in order to improve in that aspect, they were going to release community roadmaps every couple of months, so that the community can be kept in the loop with what the future of Rocket League looked like. That idea didn't last too long. At the very least, I cannot remember seeing any roadmaps since free-to-play started, and it may have even ended sooner than that. This decision has not only enraged the majority of the Rocket League community, but it has left many wondering what the future of this game looks like. This game has such a devoted player base. There are so many people who love this game. Since I started playing in 2016, I honestly have not played many other games. It is just so disheartening to see something that you've poured so much time and energy into being treated like dirt. And that's unfortunately what it seems like, although I hope I'm actually wrong. Video games should be made with the community in mind, and the company that owns the game should be working to make the experience better for their players. Unfortunately, it seems that Epic is taking a very different stance on this. It seems like they want to milk Rocket League for all the money they can make out of it, and then they can leave it behind for their next project. It is so incredibly sad. Now, at the end of the day, we can only guess what is going to happen next with Rocket League. If there was ever a time for Rocket League to be transparent with their player base, now is that time. We need to hear something from Epic about what the future looks like for Rocket League. For so many people, this game is their life. Not just for the people who make money from creating content around it, but for all the players that, for them, this game is their source of joy, where we have all made friends from our shared enjoyment of this game. We shouldn't have to be unsure of our future in this aspect of life. Life is full of uncertainties, but the direction a company is taking a game should not be one of them. Games should be all about the game, and the community that's built around it, not the money a company can make from that game before they toss it to the side. I sincerely hope that everyone at Epic Games can hear the Rocket League community's collective scream, because this is by far the loudest it has ever been.